secrets. Secrets are fun. All this pent up anger, just looking for fun. Hey everybody, and as you saw, I was showing you my parts caster bass. I call him Einstein. It's right there on the headstock. This, it's several parts. I put, there's new pots inside, different knobs, a different bridge, and if you couldn't tell, that this is a Seymour Duncan Hot Rails pickup, which just sounds wonderful on this bass. This is a short scale bass, and I repainted it to this purple sparkle or purple glitter, probably sounds better, and I painted the headstock and playing with a purple pick. I have a skin condition. My hands tear apart if I play with my fingers too much, but you know, I can play with my fingers. But I started using the pick, and then I was like, well, you know, the bass player that did all the Beach Boys and all those wonderful 60s songs, Carol Kay? Played strictly bass. And I'm playing with pick, and I'm playing flat wound strings. They're about a year old, but that's okay. I like them when they just get to the point. It almost sounds like you're almost palm muting them. They lose some of the ring. I play a long scale with round wounds if I want a lot of ring, where it's just like do 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 do. I like this one to be just a little bit more do 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 do, just a thumping, like a thumper. Anyway, I'm playing through Harkey, this LH1000 with 410s and a 15 over here. I only got really one effects, but there's a compression pedal over here by Rox and a compression sustainer, and the Behringer V-Tone bass BDI 21. I got a little bit of overdrive on there, you can tell. But the LH1000 has a little bit. There's like a tube preamp or something to it. It'll distort a little bit if you get down on it hard. But yeah, all it takes, just like the P bass, just pickups right in here, about midway. That's all you need, really. I tend to find myself playing back here too much, especially sitting down, but I try to stay up in here. You just get a good mellow ring versus for all of you bass players that think you need a bunch of effects to get your sound. You get so much sound with the way you just can hold a pick, to the way you attack with your fingers. Are you getting on the meaty part of your fingers, or are you getting on the tips? Even some people hit on their nails, certain effects, Geddy Lee does. But, and how soft. Most people play too hard. And a producer will be looking like, why is he tearing it up? And it's different when you're at a concert, you know, you're kind of like, but when you're in the studio, you know, it's a little much. So, you know, you should be. It's all in technique. Watch your technique, guys. All right, the parts caster. Enough of the lesson. I ain't even thought of anything to play, but let's just thump along and do a little something, you know, like. the drum set over there vibrating with me. Anyway, these old guitars, these Music Mans, this in its former life started out as a Squire Bronco Infinity, 150. Mine had a couple little scratches on it from Sweetwater, $120 guitar, $85 pickup, pots. This had 3 barrels. Now it has 4 because you couldn't intonate the thing before. I don't know why the Bronco bass would have 3. I got 4 barrels, 1 for each string. It's perfectly intonated. I put a new pick guard, new knobs. I sanded it down, spray painted. These, there's nothing wrong with these. They hold tune perfectly. I love the short scale bass. I got a little over $300 into this, and this ought to retail for $1,000 easily. It really ought to. If this was done by G&L or done by Fender, it should retail for $1,000. You can do it yourself and have $1,000 worth of guitar for $300, you know? Anyway, parts caster, Einstein. On our first record, I didn't play it. This is going to be used exclusively, should be exclusively on our second record. Now, this guitar was used, but not in its present state. It was used as a Bronco bass, and it distorted. I had to get like this, turn this way, because it was a single pickup. A single coil pickup, and it was horrendous. Now this is a double humbucker in the same space. Deathly quiet. If you hear anything, it's because that Harkey amp is loud. But I got 1,000 watts choked down. It has a fan in it. The fan's a little bit loud. But when you crank this up and you're playing live, you ain't gonna hear that little guy. I'm telling you. But under these circumstances, it might. Get one. Personalize it yourself. I might do it again with a black one. And then I'm not even going to paint it. I'm just going to change the pick guard. You can get pick guards on eBay that will fit it. Just look up Squire or Music Man pick guards. And if you're patient, one will come along. And I might change the headstock or something. And throw another pickup in. Maybe I'll do a Cool Rails. Or see if a DiMarzio or something has one. And I'm going to have me a second short scale bass. So, do it and enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I just rambled, but that's okay. See you later. Stupid Einstein out.